हरिओम। क्या है?
राम जय राम, जय जय राम, राम जय राम, जय राम।
श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम ओम।
राम जय राम, जय जय राम, राम जय राम, जय राम।
श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम ओम।
राम जय राम, जय जय राम, राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम ओम।
राम जय राम, जय जय राम, राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम ओम।
राम जय राम, जय जय राम, राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम ओम।
राम जय राम, जय जय राम, राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम ओम।
राम जय राम, जय जय राम, राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम ओम।
राम जय राम, जय जय राम, राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम ओम।
राम जय राम, जय जय राम, राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Oh, Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om.
Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram.
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram. Hari Om everyone. Yesterday Papa was leading us how the Akshara, letter, connects up to him. Again, when we start pondering deeply on the same subject, so many other dimensions also well up. Because a letter by itself, when we write, unless the sound is there, when we write A, we can communicate because there is a sound A, B. The sound is the impersonal, the letter is the, or letter or words or sentence are personal. Again, a little more. No? He says that for every personal, there will be an impersonal aspect. God is impersonal, but the impersonal can be known only through the personal. When we write a sentence, that sentence is personal. It is not. It is tangible. It can be seen. But the sound, and it has been made universal. It's also another line for us to think about it. And sacrifice. It's a simple, innocent word. But the impersonal aspect is the one which wells up in our heart. Think, and what does it add to think? A person who doesn't know, he may not know the meaning. It doesn't well up. But in us it wells up. So what? Sacrifice is a thing which is which we when we allow it to come out and when we align it with a word, then it becomes perfect for us. It's not God teaching us that merely knowing will not help. When you're linked with your experience only, you will be able to understand. Otherwise, just you are reading sacrifice, selflessness. The Akshara, these various dimensions are being touched and kindled up. We have to do a little more probing. Because it has got a form. Letter has got a form. But what it conveys is a formless principle. Even the very word spirituality, even the very word God, whatever the Guru uses, they are all simple words, but it's tremendous impact on us. Where from it comes? The impersonal aspect. the hidden aspect, that which is lying behind the words. Very interesting. Everywhere he teaches now, whatever objects I have placed before you, whatever persons I bring in contact with you, whatever situations I make you to go through, there is two aspects. There is a personal aspect, a form with form and without form. Just think about it. These are all did not necessarily be the same for everybody. This is how the prompting comes now. Now, take for example home. Papa said in that poem, I find him everywhere. Home comes. Actually, the word home, HOME, is there. It is impersonal. What is the difference between house and home? House is the tangible. We can see that home comes from a feeling. Homely means a house should never become a house. It should become a home. We say that. It's not a lodge where people come, go in the morning and come back in the evening. There is one more dimension there. When they brought the word home, so when during a interactive session in Delhi with a limited 25 to 30 people who are very earnest, we informed them well in advance. Those who are interested only need take place. They have to do a lot of contemplation. We placed before them, and they brought out a thrilling dimension. God, how He, as soon as I am born not normally, by and large, 99%. I am born in a place called home. Just think. So everything we learned it from the basic Harishri, the alphabets of life. God provided. What are the things that He provided? That is how we asked our friends there, and each one was given 15 to 20 minutes, and they brought out. Suddenly we find whom we would want, a great gift God has given in the form of it. First thing, it is the one which He taught us to love others. The first thing, to love my mother, to love my father, to love my brothers. Slowly, how it got expanded without even my knowing. Just imagine. We have heard in the Purana that when Vishwamitra got Shakuntala, she was left in the story. Normally, we all know we are all born in a home, and it is in the home that the first alphabet of love. Nobody teaches. You should love your mother. You should love your father. You should love your brothers. When we were children, how the elder one took care of us, how the younger one we take care of them. Did anybody teach to us? And then as we grow, we make friends. Because the first touch of love, then only it can spread. Just imagine the first alphabets of love came from whom? Then, because the home is in a house, it provides me shelter. Na? Shelter from everything, physically. Heat, cold. So God has been taking care of me. He is a great provider. He is the great caretaker. Suddenly I feel you have not that immediately I was born with my parents. When you caused my birth through my parents, you immediately put me in a home where you started all the alphabets of life. The first one is love, shelter, then food, and all requisites. All the creature comfort which we are using now. On those days it was minimum, but still there were some. So dining table, we will have probably a mat or a wooden plank to sit. Instead of a steel plate, we may have banana leaves or some other leaf. Like that, so many things were there. What all needed for a life, we all take it as granted so that we don't understand that there was a subtle teaching given by God when He brought us here. And either we were doing it or we were watching or we were assisting our parents cooking. Basic things. If I have to cook what all I need provision, I need vegetables, I clean them, I need a vessel, I need an oven, I need firewood, so many things. Basic things. Nowadays we go and just light the gas, take everything as granted. That is why we are not in a position. We thought, those are still lighter things, smaller things, we don't have to apply our mind. There are big, big things according to us. Actually, no big things come to us. We have to start from the smallest of the small. Food everybody needs. Where from we get the first alphabet of food? Oh, 2 times or 3 times of food, different of delicacies. Everything where we learned, just imagine. And feeding others. We saw the mother feeding us first. She cooks, calls us, we were playing, and we will come there. Then we will all do the assisting, no doubt, playing, keeping everything ready, bringing the vessel. And when we were given the plates, washing the plates and keeping it ready, and then serving fundamentals, LKG training. Today, when people are suffering for corona and many people are thrown out of job and they don't have their wages, now there is instantaneously a feeling of helping the people with some groceries, food items, and community kitchen got developed. Just imagine where from the first lesson came. When we just serve, it may not come. The person who is involved in it, he must have been blessed with this vision, no? With this awareness, right from childhood. There is a there are so many people. One such person is in Coimbatore. He must have been having a 5 by 5 or 6 by 6 place where he used to have somebody has donated one big vessel. He used to, with the firewood, he used to prepare some kuru, no, something like a gruel. And then early morning, he gets into an auto and goes to the different places where people are there who are on the streets or no, nothing, goes and serves them. Today it has become a big affair. Many people have come forward. Now regular feeding is going on for the hungry. And to the hospital where, government hospital where, no, they are fighting their make ends, both ends meet. And for the bystander, this person now has been given a vehicle also. Where from all these activities have taken place, just cooking and serving. Whom also provides me to love for domestic animals and birds. Yes. On those days, we were immediately after cooking, we used to do something for the crow first. Then only we eat any bird. We keep some water also. And domestic animals, dogs, cats, like that. Where from we got this? Slightly our accent. And then plants. We used to have tulsi. Nowadays, even if it's a flat, people have started doing it. The terrace, they grow some vegetables. So love for the plants, love for the animals, domestic animals, love for the people, love for hygiene, love for cleaning. Just watch, how God is, the moment He gave us an embodied self, and when He made us to pass through the childhood, infant stage, and then childhood, then adolescence, then adult, how He has equipped us before we entered into the adulthood to rightly make use of His creation. He brought the vegetables. But at the same time, the vegetable has to be identified and made use of. So all these fundamental lessons came from where? Light, water, and basic things. Light and darkness. No? We need it. When electricity was not there, there was some other system. That's hurricane lamp. But the concept of light and darkness, how to remove the darkness, when to remove the darkness. When we all retire to bed, we switch off. Only one light will be there. Early morning, what we do. After 6 o'clock, what we do in the evening. Where from we get this? Today, because of the standard of living has gone up like anything, all these basic things, we don't know at all. Really, we miss that homely feeling. These have all contributed. We all remember because our job is that at 6 o'clock, take half a dozen lamps, what do you call it? Chimney, glasses, pour sufficient kerosene oil, make the wicks ready for lighting. So many preparations are there. And through that little act, God was teaching us to become perfect, to be single pointed, to be regular, to be careful. And then it is the home that taught me first about God. Some photos, something would be there. But today, if you are doing some prayer, if you are doing nama, if you are doing bhajan, if we have developed a concept called God, where from it came? First lesson came from home. Because God is impersonal, He wanted to make us know through the personal things. Because if we say God is impersonal and what you call, He is in the form of creation, we will not be able to have the right concept about God. We are taught He is the giver. So the basic first fundamental Harishri concept of God came from prayer, it came from bhajan, from home. Respect for the elders, home. Think cleaning, sweeping, wiping, regularity in everything. Somebody may be getting up at 5 o'clock, somebody may be getting at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, but still there is some regularity. Go to bed, have a bath, food, make everything clean, keep the things in an orderly way. Just imagine those who know the Lord's life, they can easily understand. When you go to the Lord, you can see, the pop up. Nothing will be in an orderly way. Here it is not like that. Here the bath will be there. Immediately you think about washing your clothes, then drying the clothes, sweeping and cleaning. And it is all giving us the self-control. No? So long as you have got a body, you have to keep up. You need a healthy surroundings. Nobody gave us a lecture about this. No? God provided this, initiated us into that. If we have not applied our mind, we are the loser. That's all. Half a third way we may be living. Today we remember everything, because that was the grounding He gave us. Then, when suppose you after your work, after your school days, somehow to get home, relaxation. The Swami used to say in spiritual languages, our real hope. What is our real hope? That relaxation, that peaceful atmosphere, the calm and serene atmosphere, that blissful atmosphere, that Purnam atmosphere. Somehow we have to get back. Whatever maybe I have to get back home. You'll say that. We don't apply our mind, but this is how God makes us do it. Now time for you to relax. Go. These are all come out from youngsters, I tell you. All these points one by one. Modern people who are in a metropolitan city like Delhi, just imagine. Average age must be 25 to 30, 35. That's all. We were stunned. Another person wrote, it is the first home which taught us what is about birth, about death, about growth, about disease. The primary lessons. In good old days, the mother was delivering at home only. Nowadays, they may probably go to the maternity home. But still, you are seeing, when she is on the family way, 8th month, 9th month, children become aware there is going to be a new arrival. And after some time, they go to the hospital and come new arrival. So birth, death also takes place, growth takes place, disease, one gets affected. All these fundamentals, birth, growth, decay, disease, death of the body. This is the nature of everything that is perishable. The first lesson it comes from. So now home is a big institution. We should know. God called home, through which He is teaching us all these things. Then discipline is there. One person teaches to be back to oneself. Whatever may be my craving, TV or anything, still I need. Switch off, please. You will say that. When there was radio, when there is TV, first lesson to become one with oneself. It may be for a second, it may be for a try, it may be for 5 minutes, it may be for 10 minutes. First initiation into looking back to ourselves. Before you slip into the sleep, there is an unknowingly you are given an opportunity to become one with yourself. Discipline. Who molds us to lead an organized life. What should be there in the portico or the drawing room? What should be there in the bedroom? What should be there in the kitchen? What should be there in the bathroom? What should be there in the toilet? Just imagine. We recoup whenever it is depleted. But when it is depleted, we have to go and we do it. Without knowing, without tom-tomming, an invisible way of regulating, keeping everything. If we look at the home with this background, then it becomes an institution. How much we become grateful to God in the form of home, because for enabling me to function as an individual outside, you gave me a sense of individuality, body, mind, intellect complex. You provided a field for me to serve, but your first training, initial training, you came in the form of home. If I don't study, I don't pass. That's all. If I don't take cognizance of it, I become a failure. That's all. Think. Home facilitates. I get kicks and knocks in the life. I come back to the home. Failures are there. Self-confidence is there. My strength, my adjustments, my adaptability, patience, compromise, reconciliation, forgiving, tolerance, clarity. creativity, teamwork. Pop, pop, pop. Just like the teamwork morning we do here, everybody. Nobody instructs anything. There is no boss here. Everyone takes up. Everyone decided to take up. Everyone takes it up. Obviously. Similarly, all these things, where from we get? Because nowadays it is difficult to agree because it has become nuclear families. It has become one person or 2%. Children are not there much. The facilities are there. The mother and father, they have got gadgets. These are all. That is why that homely feeling has gone. If we properly and diagnose, these were all droplets. These were all the contributory factors to make the home a institution. Nowadays, you go, you feel like going and eating at hotel. Huh? That is a joyful thing, which we have never heard in our life. But eating at home, even when we remember when we go on a long tour, they prepare and give to us. Hardly we take anything from outside. It's homely meal. Homely meal is different from outside meal. So teamwork and to do everything, self-confidence. So many things God is teaching us through a home. Those who go back to their home, back the childhood days, and then there were so many fails and faults, failures and faults. So it gave us a cushioning, you know. Like cry, mother will immediately come, elders will come, father will come, somebody will attend, somebody will be here. You know. So there is a place there where everything is, somebody is there to tell us, I mean, to comfort us. And later on, if we become a little bit introvert, we slowly what is a desire based life and what is a need based life. Initially, we may be attracted to buy something, and then when we start thinking, we have not used it at all. It is there in the showcase. So slowly, God is teaching us also, though He makes us to get attracted to something, and He slowly makes us to feel what is needed actually. And then when you become grown up, you somebody asks, you will be able to tell them. I also, in your age, thought that it was necessary, but actually there was no use. Think about it. Like then we will be able to say sense of contentment. And home teaches to save for the rainy days. Forward looking. It is not today's affair only. And in a way, somebody wrote beautifully that slowly it gave us the feeling that it is also a temple where we find happiness, where we find ultimate, my relaxation. I go to temple for that. I go to the temple to pray, for relaxing, for taking care of me, to pray. So ultimately, when I go to somehow to reach, comforts may not be there, but when one reaches home, they feel comfortable. This is something very, very striking. Home teaches to offer unconditional love. Rooms may be changed. Articles may be kept in an orderly or disorderly way. Still, it is always the same with love. The room, today we will put the furniture like this. Tomorrow we will change and put like this. But something is there, no? The structure as such, the feeling that this is my drawing room, this is my bedroom. That that remains with me throughout. I may change the articles or whatever is needed to improve it. This chair, this sofa, like that. So many things we buy, but it is the home that makes us aware of its actual use. We go to the market and buy, that's all. When it is put to use, who does it? Whom? Finally, somebody said, yes, home teaches moral, ethical, and spiritual value. There, there are certain things to be done privately, no. Nobody teaches, but home teaches. There are certain things to be done openly. Where from we get these tuitions? That is why finally somebody said it is an institution. Home is a feeling. House is the structure. And only when it becomes a home, it becomes an institution. Different types of emotions, all our capabilities which are lying dormant. Again, if we pursue, so many things will come. The first thing that struck to us was the difference between house and home. House is impersonal, home is impersonal. So when we first with this history of impersonal aspect, so many things it is teaching us. Then we look back to our own. So when Papa said, I find him in home, who are we to understand that? Yes. So there is a continuous expansion. Right from our childhood, it is the home that facilitates us for expansion of love circle, expansion of the intellect, expansion of activities in various fields. We have to apply our mind. Otherwise, just hearing will not help. Continuous expansion at the seed first. Then the next one is optimistic outlook. Starting from the upbringing stage, there will be umpteen number of faults at various levels in one's life. But it is the home that makes us to persevere in our efforts and give us the hope and confidence to succeed. Our elders will tell us about the stories of others. We will be watching others. We will be watching our own parents. Optimistic outlook, continuous expansion, optimistic outlook. Then comes 3-in-1 approach. The home teaches that for success in everything, starting from the minutest to the grandest, what is needed is to blend the knowledge of what is intended to be done, the very act of doing it, and total care and concern and attentiveness throughout the act of doing. Anything that we do, the three-in-one approach. So that is the place where it is being taught to us. Harmonious blend of inward and outward activity. The home is the first school where the alphabets of values, personal values, family values, social values, finally spiritual values, they are kindled. My relationship with parents, my relationship with friends, my relationship with teachers, elders, my relationship with the objects, and I apply my mind. Somebody comes when we are offering something, coffee or tea. If we are not careful, we will spill, we will. We have to go from the minutest, no? And not theory. There is no theory there, only practical. Everything right from morning till evening, it is practical only. If I forget to switch off the tap, the water will be empty. No? Suddenly immediately you go down. Next day you are careful. Eh? Ah, everything. So these are all things which we normally, take it as granted. We consider it as small things. Nothing is irrelevant, nothing is unimportant, nothing is insignificant. Where from we get these lessons? God is teaching us through hope. Journey from the potential lying dormant to actuality. It is the home that helps in bringing out in everyone the following which are lying in latent capabilities. When you start hearing the music, your parents will immediately pick up. I think he has got a taste in my music. Suppose ways in mathematics, like that, your aptitude, your inclination, preferences, your priorities, it comes out. As you grow, it comes out. It is the home. Because somebody recognizes, somebody fosters, tries to encourage. Today, many of the singers, their parents were able to. I don't know if you have heard about Leela, the great singer in Malayalam, P. Leela. She had come here. On those days, everybody will hear Narayaniam rendered by her through gramophone. Such a clear diction. Eh? Jnanapana. So then, when she came here, we asked for her background. Then she said, when she was a small child, the father then resigned his job. There was nobody else to you. Resigned his job and went to Chennai, took a home for the rent near the teacher, and then every day take her as a child. He said, I owe everything to my father. And she was, her bhajan, her rendering reached out to lakhs and lakhs of people. So the capabilities, taste, temperament, aptitude, conceiving targets. Especially if we are in a village area, all these things will be immediately clear. Because we will have some fields, nobody needs. Somebody will go and do something there. Somebody will locate something there and he will come. The mango is there, the jackfruit is there, this is there, that is there. I saw a coconut flying down there. So the sharpness will be there. What should be done? Not to be overlook and go. So all these conceiving targets so that they can face, discharge and honor challenges, duties and commitments. He never knew that. So it was the home. God came in the form of home. And when he gave me a sense of individuality and he gave the equipments, and he also gave all these basic necessary pointers to me, then complexity to simplicity. It is the home that makes us feel that anything to be scaled is difficult initially. Small bucket full of water, then bigger, then bigger, then bigger. What can I hold? What is impossible at that age? What is possible later? The same person who has not been able to do that is in a position to do that. Observing, imbibing, and practicing with regularity and perseverance. We may be now feeling it as an intellectual exercise, but these are all from the daily life, which the home has provided. We should know that. When Papa, I find him in the home, we should apply our mind. Then our our attitude towards home changes, just like our attitude towards letters have changed. Letters are there in the form of text, and we forgot it. All our texts, which we keep it in our library, in the home library, the books which we are using it during our educational period. Just imagine, they are all full of hints, clues, philosophies, facts, methods, and through letters, through a simple, innocent letter, all these things are there in the form of books. Previously, because of this, what do you call this age, I don't think anybody is having books nowadays in their home. Period it was. Very there will be books, some books for reference. Because it has gone, we have forgotten our link with the letters now. So letters are helping us through computers and so many things, but we hardly recognize that because then you can put it in your pocket and Google Baba will immediately unfold and give you whatever is necessary through letters. Even today, everything is given to us through letters only. Whether you use the WhatsApp, whether you use an email, whether you how are we conveying it? Only through letters. But nowadays we don't recognize it because it is not in the form of a book. Our whole appreciation goes to this 11th avatar, mobile. In that, we have forgotten. But the same letters are helping us. Then, unity in diversity. It is the home that teaches that diversity and change alone offers charm in life. Otherwise, life will become monotonous. We find in our home everybody is different. Everybody's approach may be different, but we all come together, enjoy together, live together, share together, learn together. First lesson of unity in diversity. And we also understand that diversity and change owes its origin to the same base of substratum, same family. One brother or one child may be efficient in music, other one may be efficient in planning or something. So his preferences and priorities would be that, this priority would be this, but everybody is staying in the same room, same home. As we just imagine, diversity, unity and diversity is taught in home. Way back to the world. It is at home one learns the fundamentals of sharing among others and helping each other as and when needed. Neighbors, first among the people, and then neighbors. If today, if it is slowly fading, it is because we have not recognized the home as a home. Then home as God. First we have to recognize home as a home, and then home as God, expression of God.